Okay, so let me go to the whiteboard. Where is the whiteboard?
In Zoom, you are seeing, you are looking, Rajesh, on the whiteboard.
In the tools.
You mean in Zoom or?
Whiteboard in the Zoom. Yeah, Zoom only. I saw somewhere. Today I'm not able to find it. Maybe today I don't find it. There was an option as whiteboard. Maybe after I share only will it come. But I'm already sharing. Anyways, it's not here. But you can see, right? You can see the gray color window. On top of it, I'm starting to write. So this is, let's say, this is the component. So we have in Angular lots of components like this, and each component is tied with a module. It's actually so maybe
when we are going to share, it is going to ask whiteboard before sharing. It will ask screen, whiteboard, or whatever you want.
Okay, I'll stop then. Basic, advanced, files. I see three tabs.
But you didn't stop the screen, Rajesh.
I have it. Yeah, I have a whiteboard. Yes, now I can see that. Okay, so in Angular, we have an module. That is the high level. So each can have their own module. Each of the features can have their own module. And inside the modules, we will have the components. Multiple components can register itself with the modules. Like this. And along with that, we have routes. We have the routes register. These routes will be redirecting to the respective components. So these are the routes. Okay. And these are the components. This is a component. So these are the components, and from routes, we are giving the path, and it is going to the respective components, whichever we are accessing, and there will be. Okay, so this is how it works. And yes,
the big one is the HTML. Is the website.
No. Big one is the. I'll write it. It's a module.
Okay. Where imports and we are going to declare and there is a module.
This
Okay.
component will have TS, HTML, CS. HTML is the presentation layer and CSS.
The makeup layer, this one is the business logic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is how it is structured. So when
Routes components, routes.
routes are the inside the angle bracket,
Yeah.
square bracket, right?
Yeah. In module, we are going to declare and then it's going to routes and then okay.
So high level, this is how the Angular application is structured.
And we didn't mention one thing here, I think, Rajesh.
Yes.
The one, the home, about us, the above bar, what we call the menu bar. Right?
No. Everything comes under components. That is imported in app component, which is inside the module, app module. This is the overall structure. Inside this structure only, everything will be there.
Okay, that menu bar, that one, yeah, that menu about us.
That menu is a component here. This is a menu component. We have an
all are components only. Okay.
Yes. So menu is a component, and menu component is imported in the app component HTML. Again, app component is a component that is imported in the module, app module. Maybe this we can call it as app module, and this we have created as store module. So for few URL from this route, it will come to this module. We saw that. From here to this module for few of the routes. This is the high.
Rajesh, you written app module and store module. Usually we have only one module, right? For everything.
We have created 3 modules.
Okay. The local modules. Okay.
Yeah, we have created module for the store. We have created module for contact us. So we can have n number of modules, and the base module will be the app module. So from the app module, the control will go to each of the modules, depending on the path. If the app module itself can serve the path, it will serve. Otherwise, it will go to the respective modules. Clear?
The last statement, I missed.
This one.
The routing is going to come to
few URL. The app module itself will have the component, so it will redirect to the component. But for few URL, let's say the user is going to access store. The app module does not have an equivalent component, so it will redirect to the store module. Store module will show the components. Same way, if we are going to have a contact us, what we will be doing, there will be one more module as contact us, and it is going to go from here
to
here.
Us.
Yes, if the URL is /contact us. Right? Understood?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the structure of Angular application. We have the modules, we have the routes, And we have the components. Component has HTML, CSS, and TSS. You can check with this in your project, and you'll be able to understand and correlate things. Now, apart from this, we have something called as shared modules. Okay, this is a shared module, meaning all information which is needed for all the modules, or which is a generic, will be given by the shared module. So this will be used by the app module. So this will be used by the app module. This will be used by the store module, and this will also be used by the any other module. So whoever is going to be there will need this modules feature. So either we call it as a shared module, or we call it as a featured module, or a feature module, which will have, like in our case, the material import. We placed it in one separate module, and we imported in all the modules. 3 modules we have. In all the modules we imported.
Okay.
Okay, so this is shared module, and we have something called as services. Services are similar to the shared module, but it is not a module. These are individual pieces, or the individual functionalities, or individual classes, or individual files. We can call anything we can call. These also will be used, may be used or may not be used by all the modules, or by some of the modules. Let us say we have a common service. We have one service as common service. This has to be used by, let's say, everyone. So this person will also be using it. He will also be using it. He will also be using it. This is a common service which will have like DB connections, not DB connection, the API connections, calling to the API, getting the result. So all these can be used by all the modules. Apart from this, we can have, the modules can have its own services, which is specific only to the modules. This will be used within the modules alone. This all depends on how the application is architectured. These are the helper class. Service can be called as a helper classes. They can have their own services, or all the modules can access common services. The services can be multiple common also. We can have many common services, and everyone can, like, it depends on, let's say this service can be accessed only by these 2 modules, and these can be needed only by this module. So however we want, we can architecture it. So we are telling that this service has to be available for these modules. This process is called injecting the service. Injecting the service. So we are making this service available to all the modules. Okay, so let me now go back to the if I stop this, then the whiteboard will go away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but anyways, I have saved it, so I'll stop this.
Or just you can take any snip.
Yeah, I saved the file. Now I will share the screen. I will show in the actual file what it means. So let me open up the whiteboard. So this is the one. So we have the app module, which is the app module.
Yes.
Yes, this is what the entire big box means. And inside this module, we are declaring the app component, math component, menu component, about us, and order dialog. These are the small boxes, the components. Inside each component, we have 3 files. Those are the 3 small boxes, HTML, CSS. So these components are tied up with the routes. That is what is app routing module. These routes. Only this I mean. Every routes is having the path and the load children. So this path is what I was meaning here. This one. Now you can correlate, right? You are able to.
Yeah.
This each of these paths. So few path is going to some other module, but about us going to the component within same. That is what this arrow means.
Okay.
Okay, that is about the routes. So we saw the app module, the routes, components, component, and we have service. So if we see in the app module, see here, there is something as provider, and I've given service. That is the common service. So what I am telling, the common service must be available for this module. When I go provider, it means I'm injecting that service. I'm ensuring that this common service file is available for this module. If I go to common service, it is inside the share. So I am giving a word injectable. We gave injectable, which means this file will be available to all the components within that module.
Rajesh, I missed the point. Almost the 2 statements before what you said.
This one. Providers, common service. This means the common service is being provided or injected into the module so that it is available to all the components.
Okay.
Okay. Next is when I go to the other module, the order dialog module. Not here. Order dialog, not order dialog. Contact us module. The same way the contact us module is having the routes. It is having the components registration, and it is importing from the shared module. That's what I said here. This shared module, if you see, we are importing from shared material module. And of course, all other inbuilt modules from Angular. There's common module, forms module. These are all the modules from the Angular. So we are importing into the contacts module.
Why we are importing to contact?
To use the feature. If we don't import this material module, the component which is inside the contacts module, which is contact as component,
Okay.
cannot use the feature.
Okay, we are discussing about it's one of the component, right?
Yes. So now coming back to the service, when I create a service, I can make it injectable. Let me create one more service now. New file. I'll go export class already it is common service. So I'll do a shared service. So I'll save it as shared service.ts. And to this class, I'll give add injectable. I'll copy from here.
Rajesh, we are using injectable here for
Yeah, because this service will be injected. Otherwise, this service cannot be injected into. It's like opening up the service to the public.
okay.
Now I will do one function here as function say hello void. I will do alert inside the function. Okay, let me okay. The syntax is not clear. See, okay. So if I want to call this method from where is my application? Okay, when in the about us page, let's say I want to give one button and I want to call that function. So in the about us, I'll go to the HTML. I'll give here button type equal to button, click equal to call function. Now I am in this component, which is about us component, which is tied in the app module. So if we go to the diagram, I'm inside this module in this component. From here, I want to call a function which is there in the shared service, which is totally a different file. So now I want to call this method, say hello. I cannot, there is no way to create an object here like Java. So shared, you cannot do anything, but I need something, some object name dot, I need to call that method. So to get this object name, we use a technique called as injection. So here I will be
from
private.
where we are calling this one, Rajesh? From
this is a one second. Okay. When I run this, the about us, there is a button.
okay.
Where is the button name? I didn't give anything. Okay. Click here. It's a button. In the about us component.
Okay.
Okay. From the about us component, when I do a click, it has to go to the shared service and call this method. That is the aim.
Okay. Where is the shared services here?
It's outside. See here. It's inside the shared folder.
Okay. We have like
the diagram.
Okay.
This box below the service, common service, there is an empty box. This is the shared service which I created. This is not within the component folder, this is not in the app module. This has no relation with the component. This is a standalone file. Now I want to call a function in that standalone file from the about us component. See, in the about us component, in the HTML, when I click a button, if I want to call a function, I can do like this. Correct? I'll create
Okay,
in
call
the
function. Okay, then it's going to
inside TS. So this is going to work because HTML and see it is working because this HTML and this TS are of the same component. Whatever function I am calling here, this will come to this section. Correct?
okay.
But if the function is not here, I need to call something which is outside, somewhere else. This cases, we use the injection. Here, I need to inject that particular service so that I can call that function. So what I do, private shared service obj and shared service, and I have to import the shared service here. Import shared service from where it is one level. I have to come outside. I have to go into the shared folder and shared dot shared service. Okay, so now if I give like this, what will happen? This class will be, this is equivalent to new in the Java. Object equal to class, object equal to new class. The equivalent syntax in Angular is inside the constructor, we have to go here like this. We cannot create objects like this anywhere in the Angular. We have to go inside a constructor. Now I can use this object dot say hello. See here, I am able to access the function there. It is private public. Oh, no, this dot shared service. Okay. Now if I click, the function will come from the other. Okay, what happened? Line number 16. That is correct only.
Maybe in shared services.
No, the button itself is not visible here.
I think the double quotes will be.
No provider for shared service. Correct. So if you see there, when I try to call, it is throwing no provider because I have to provide. Okay, that is why I started, right? I forgot to tell. In the app module, in the provider, I have to add that service. Only then this will be available to everyone. I'll copy this. In the app module, already I've given common service. So along with that, if I give shared service here, the button has come. See inside the function. It is calling from the service. So this is how we. This is a very great advantage. We can share data, and a lot can be done using the service. The services are another components in Angular. Another piece of component, like we studied about modules, components, directives, and routing, and now it is services. These are another part of Angular. Okay, any questions? Well, recap until 1 second.
The diagram recap.
Those சொல்றேன்.
Shared module features material report அந்த இது புரியல சார்.
எந்த செக்ஷன்?
Shared module.
ஓகே. ஸோ நான் என்ன சொன்னேன், இந்த ஷேர்ட் மாடியூல்ஸ், இந்த ஃபீச்சர் மாடியூல், இந்த இம்போர்ட், இதெல்லாம் வந்து இது வந்து செப்பரேட்டான மாடியூல். இந்த ஆங்குலர்ல பார்த்தோம்னா வாட் ஆல் வி ஹேவ், ஆப் மாடியூல் ஒன்று வச்சிருக்கோம், அது இல்லாம அந்த ஸ்டோர் வந்து செப்பரேட் மாடியூலா அன்னைக்கு பிரிச்சிட்டோம். ஸோ ஷாப்பிங் ஜோன்ங்கிறது செப்பரேட் மாடியூல்.
ஷாப்பிங்
கான்டாக்ட்ஸையும் வந்து கான்டாக்ட்ஸ் மாடியூலா அன்னைக்கு பிரிச்சு எழுதினோம். அதே மாதிரி ஷேர்டுக்குன்னு ஒரு மாடியூல் அன்னைக்கு பிரிச்சு ஆங்குலர் மெட்டீரியல் எல்லாமே இதுல தான் இம்போர்ட் பண்ணி வச்சிருக்கோம். ஆப்ல இருந்து எல்லாத்தையும் எடுத்து வந்து ஷேர்ட் மாடியூல். ஸோ இந்த ஷேர்ட் மாடியூல் தான் எல்லா மாடியூல்லுமே யூஸ் ஆகுது. இதுல எந்த மாடியூல் ஆப் மாடியூல் போவோம், இம்போர்ட் ஷேர்ட் மாடியூல் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். ஸோ அந்த மாடியூல் ஃபீச்சரை இங்க வந்துடும். இங்க கோட் எழுதுறதுக்கு ஈக்குவல் அது. இங்க எழுதாம வேற ஒரு ஃபைல்ல எழுதி இங்க இம்போர்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறோம். இங்க ஷாப்பிங் ஜோன் மாடியூல் போனோம்னா இங்கேயும் இம்போர்ட் ஷேர்ட் மாடியூல் கொடுத்துருக்கோம். மீனிங் அதே கோட் ரிப்பீட்டடா எல்லா இடத்துக்கும் வரணும். இல்லைன்னா இந்த இம்போர்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் இந்த இது ஃபுல்லா எல்லா மாடியூல்லுமே இங்க கொடுத்துட்டு இங்க இம்போர்ட்ல கொடுக்கறதுக்கு பதிலா காமனா ஒரே ஒரு இடத்துல ரீயூசபிள் ஒரு இடத்துல கொடுத்துட்டு இதே லைனை வந்து கான்டாக்ட் மாடியூல்லையும் நமக்கு வேணும்னா கொடுத்துக்கணும். இதோ கொடுத்துட்டோம் ஷேர்ட் மாடியூல். எல்லா மாடியூல்ல இருந்துமே we can import this shared module wherever we want we can import. அதே சர்வீஸ்க்கும் ஒரு காமன் சர்வீஸ் ஒன்று எழுதிட்டு same every module we can import it. என்னென்ன மாடியூல்ல வேணுமோ எல்லா இடத்துலயுமே we have to just
இம்போர்ட் பண்ணிட்டோம்.
அந்த இம்போர்ட் பண்ற சின்டாக்ஸ் தான் மாடியூலுக்கு வேற மாதிரி பண்ணணும், சர்வீசஸ்க்கு வேற மாதிரி. மாடியூலுக்கு ஜஸ்ட் we have to give the module name and importsல கொடுத்துடணும். பட் சர்வீசஸ்னு வரும்போது ஃபர்ஸ்ட் திங் இங்க ப்ரொவைடர்ல கொடுத்துடணும் அந்த சர்வீஸ் நேம். அதுக்கப்புறம் காம்போனன்ட்ல யூஸ் பண்ண போறோமோ அந்த காம்போனன்ட்ல இந்த மாதிரி.
ஓகே சார்.
So that is about services. Now நான் இந்த கோட் அம்சே வைக்கிறேன் இந்த சாட்ல.
Rajesh, we are using services, right? For that services, we are going to initialize those ones in the module.ts, right?
We are going to register.
Yeah, register. Yeah, we are going to register that shared mod. Okay.
Here. This is the registration.
Yes.
For
And then
service,
whenever you want to use that particular services, it's going
no, that is different. That is here. We have three here. One is components will be in the declaration. All components goes here. All external modules goes here.
Okay.
All services goes here. That's all. These are
Providers. Okay.
If you're creating a service which is across all the components, you have to register here. If you're creating a module, you have to register in this import section. If you're creating a component, register it in the declaration section. Okay. So this is something, and I will share the source code now. App. I'll share the app alone. So I shared it. The one more use of the common service, yeah, I'll show what it is. So we have created a shared service. Let us say I can declare one variable here, like logged in user. Okay, I'll create one variable. And let us create one login page for the application. Okay, I'll go to SRC. I'll go here. ng generate component login. Okay, all right. Login is created. And I'll go to app route. I will add one entry for login. I'll give here. If it is login, then call login component. So where is the login component? It is inside login folder and login.component. Okay.
Good evening, Rajesh.
Huh?
Ganesh here.
Hi Ganesh.
Yeah, Rajesh. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. Jana said you will be busy with some other issue.
Oh, okay.
Same day we had some issues, production issue.
Okay.
Come on, Rajesh.
We created a login module. Now, when the URL comes as login, it will go to login works. Okay. Now, what we will do, I'll delete this login and I'll make it empty, which means when the URL is empty, login will come. So my default page now is going to be login. And where is my app component once again? So app component. Okay. So what I will do now, I will import the let me bring it back. I will import the login component here. Login. How do I import? I go here, I grab the selector. So I go to the app component.html. Above the menu, I'll do the app login. Now what will happen? Login works will come first. And now I'll take one login page. Sample login page in Angular material. I want to take some template. Okay, or else I'll design. So I'll go to the login component and what I have to do, I have to give the username, password. I think I have in the contact page. Contact as HTML. Let me take this section, username, password. So I'll copy these two. I'll go to the login, I'll paste it. I'll delete this for now. I'll delete this also for now. Okay, your name and your password. Okay. Username. And here is password. And below that, I want a button login. And I'll write one click function here. Click equal to login. I'll go to the TS file. I'll write this function login. And what I will do, I created a common shared material, no, not shared material, shared service. You see here, shared service, here it is. Okay, here it is, shared service. So inside the shared service, I have this logged in user object. Here, when I click the login, what I will do, let me create the object of that private shared service. I'll create an object of shared service. I will import here, import shared service from shared service. File is in the defer. Maybe capital yes. Okay. All right. Now this dot shared service object dot that user logged in username equal to let me give the logged in username equal to no, I'll make it empty here. So here I will give dot logged in username equal to and JavaScript object username rs. So I'll give this and here I will end it. So now what is happening? I am setting it to the logged in user object in the shared service. Now in the app component HTML, in this two sections, I have to hide if the login in the shared component is not available. So I go to the app module, the app component yes, I inject, there is the constructor. Okay, here it is. Look, constructor. I inject this. I will implement the ng on in it. Logged in user obj. So this dot logged in user object equal to this dot shared service dot logged in user. I give this line. Okay. So When that button is clicked here, where is the button? It's in the login component. Here it is. This dot shared service. I'm passing the value to the shared service, and in the app component ES, let me try to take that value from the shared service. App component. What we will do, I will hide this using ng for ng if equal to show menu. Only if this is coming true, I will be showing this condition, and I will be showing only when this is false. So in the app menu, in the app component.ts, I will create one variable as show menu, and I will give as boolean. No initializer and equal to false. So initially when the app loads, the menu should not be there. It is not loaded. Super. Now, when I click this button, I am setting this into the share, and also we have a common service. We have a subject. I will use this subject. I'll create the same subject here just for so that you can refresh it. I'll give as login subject and behavior subject. What I will do in this login component, this dot chat service dot this login subject dot next of user logged in. I'll go inside the JavaScript object as action. So I'll give inside the JavaScript action, and I will emit. Now in the app component TS file, init, I am accessing this. I will also need to access this dot chat service dot chat. What is the subject name? Login subject. This dot subscribe result. If the result comes, console.log this dot result. I'll try to print the result as it is. Okay. I'll go to the inspect console. When I click on login, see here, super. User logged in. It is thrown. So when I click this, I am using the shared service login subject, and when I do this, I come here, the button click, the login button click comes here. I am using the shared service, and I am using the subject in the shared service, and I am calling the next, and I send out a message. The app component, when during initialization, I am subscribing to that subject, and I am ready to watch for any events that is triggered. As soon as someone is triggering, I will be getting this. So then I will access the value from the logged in user, and I will console.log logged in user object. Let me see if the name is coming. So if I click this, see here, that is also coming. All I need to do is enable this, just swap the show menu when I get this object. That is just a line of code. I have to do this dot show menu equal to this dot logged in user object equal to null, not equal to null. If it is not equal to null, then show menu is true, else it is false, ternary operator. I just click here, it is switched. See there, that's gone and I got the menu. So we are in login page. Okay, now when I go to slash default is login page. And in login page, I click on login. The login page goes and this comes up now. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Rajesh.
Very silent. Kannu katti kaattu
Listen.
somewhere.
Yeah, right.
This is
You are writing an exam. So we are just watching.
Okay. இது ஒரே ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள்ல I have used the component, module, injection, subject. What else is there? String interpolation, binding to the page, capturing the input, ternary operator. எல்லாமே இந்த ஒரே button clickல பண்ணிட்டேன். So when I click on this button, I'll repeat the flow once. But பாருங்க, tomorrow we'll redo this. You'll understand. Definitely புரிஞ்சிரும். எனக்கு புரிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னா உங்களுக்கு புரியறது கஷ்டம் கிடையாது. So I have this login button. First of all, empty-ஆ இருந்துச்சுன்னா it will go to the login page. அது எங்க பண்ணுவோம்? We give in the app routing. So when it is when it is empty, first which will be loaded, app component HTML load ஆகும். Here I have given ng if in all the three, and show menuங்கிற flag when it is true, I'll enable these two. If it is false, I'll enable app login. That is why when I go by default, the show menu flag is false, because in app component I've given as false. So first time when I go, this section will be executed, these two will be hidden. So the menu, the login page is coming, the rest of the two are here only, it is hidden at the bottom. When I click the login page now, login button click, it is going to this function. Here I am calling the subject, behavior subject we studied previous week. Chat service la irukra behavior subject la next nu solli I am triggering one object. App component la thirupi varuvom. In the app component init la I will be subscribing to that same subject and I will be waiting for the result. As soon as a result is sent here, it will come to this section. Inge varundu I receive that result. And the result எடுத்து result வந்த உடனே I am using the shared service common object. இது வந்து session object மாதிரி in Java. So in shared service I have a variable. This variable I am accessing and I am setting it to a local variable and I am enabling the show menu flag using true or false. So since this flag is enabled, now this will be switched off. These two will be switched on. This rendu switch aachuna enna agum, menu vandrum and the router outlet will be enabled. That is why when I click here, the menu is coming. So our login flow is done now. I know it is confusing, but again we'll go over, you will get it. Now as day it's like 20 plus days, yeah, nearly we have covered, we have come halfway plus. So things will be like this, but we are here to study, yeah, so we'll do it, no problem. Hands on, I'll tell again and again, hands-on is, Jana will be knowing it. He is facing that. Right,
Till I
Jana?
get it, I will keep on practice, Rajesh. I won't leave this one. I
Jana,
won't
are you
leave.
there?
Yeah, I'm here. You can hear me, right?
Hello?
Hello? You can hear me, right? Hello? Rajesh, you can hear me?
Yes. Jana, you're there? Is it
Yeah,
right?
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Till to get it, I won't leave it, Rajesh. Yeah, that's definitely true. I won't leave it. Because this is new, but I will try to analyze, I will try to digest. I
Yeah,
will
it is
try to-
interesting. It is interesting, guys. You just have to spend some time. And I'm here to
Yeah.
help you out. So if at all you face some issues, I'm here anytime to help you out on this. But it is, as I said, in this Angular, only few concepts are there. You need to just understand and master the few concepts.
Yeah.
Once you understand it, then it will be easy. It's all same.
Yeah, at least I will try to learn one language perfectly, Rajesh. And then, just remaining will be the same. Right?
Yeah, once you learn this, right, one language, one web technology, rest of all is same. You can learn everything at your own pace. You will understand. That's the most. But this one thing you have to learn. Don't. So that is what I will tell. Don't get frightened with these concepts. Oh my God, it's looking very complex or so. Just fight with it and learn it. First time it is going to be tough only.
But it's a lot of improvement, Rajesh. Yeah, I can see a lot of improvement on my end. Before I don't know visual code, before I don't know what is this.
Yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah, it's really good. But I'm trying to, just try to do the job and just going good. Before it's like dumb mind. Now it's like just getting something inside my mind.
Right.
Yeah.
You'll learn it. You all will learn it, not an issue. Ganesh, how about you?
Of new words, new technical words again.
No, I am not going to leave until you guys learn it. You have to understand it before I end the class. I'll make you work. I'll make you develop this application.
That's a good thing. I like it, Raj. Just no hesitation. It's like why you are asking the questions all the time. You won't get that much interest. And one more thing, this one usually the mind takes some time to digest all the things slowly.
Yes.
It's not like any food, or it's not like the real time scenario in front of us we are seeing. This is behind the eyes, inside the mission. It's logical.
Yes. But you will get it. Definitely, you will get it. We'll do it. We'll practice this. We have time still. The pending part is calling the API. How to call the API, how to get the data, all those things are pending. That I will cover up in 10 days. So this 10 days we will utilize to ensure all these are working. But tomorrow let's have a hands-on. You guys can share your screen. So tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Let's ensure we finish whatever we have covered so far.
Okay.
Okay. Okay then. So we'll meet tomorrow then, same time. Arul,
Yes.
machine ready ஆயிடுமா?
சொல்லிருக்கேன் சார், அந்த அண்ணா இன்னும் சிப் கிடைக்கலப்பா.
அந்த பையனை பார்த்தா இன்ஜினியரிங் டேஸ் ஞாபகம் வருது எனக்கு.
புரியல.
லேப்டாப் இருக்குடா, நான் வேணா இருக்கான்.
சரி சரி சரி, ஓகே. அப்ப வரும்போது பண்ணுங்க, நீங்க ஜஸ்ட் மானிட்டர் மட்டும் பண்ணுங்க வீடியோவை. Okay. Okay then. So we'll meet tomorrow, same time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay sir, thank you sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks guys.
See you guys.
Yeah.